Grazie.
Grazie mille. Grazie mille. Thank you. Hello, Lucca. Hello, make some noise for Lucca. The first day. I'm so excited to be here. I wanted to thank you very much, Anna, for having us here. I'm Irvin DeCurno, Senior Brand Manager on our Disney brands on the European level. And we've been working with the Italian team and Anna for so long to be here, to have people from the US coming for the first time to present to you some global exclusives. You guys are going to be the first ones to see some exclusive products that's going to be revealed here in the Lucca comic. But you guys are not here to listen to me. You guys are here to listen to the experts. So please make some noise for our associate brand manager coming from the US who manages Transformers Generation. Make some noise for Son. Ron, Son, come over. All right, so second, we have our senior brand manager coming from the US who's working on Star Wars. I'm excited to work with him. He's fed up of hearing to me talking on the phone about getting him over here, so I'm really excited to have him here. Please make some noise for Patrick Schneider!
Buongiorno.
I love your Italian.
Buongiorno.
All right, last but not least, we have our brand manager coming also from the US, working on Marvel. We have Ryan Ting.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Woo. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
These come right out at you, huh?
All right. Here we go. I think we're good to go. I'll leave it to you, Ryan. So there we go.
That's the team.
All right, thanks for having us, everyone. We're going to get started today with the Marvel portion of the panel. We just wanted to thank you all for coming out. This is our first time here. We couldn't be more happy to be here with you in your amazing city and this amazing event. So as we jump into Marvel, as we know, this has been a very big year for Marvel. Thank you for keeping up with all of the news related to the newest product releases and the newest movies. So always more news to come for Marvel. I want to do a quick plug for those of you on Instagram and social media. So we have a hashtag for our toy photographs, which is called hashtag Hasbro Toy Pick. So please use this if you do diorama photography or just show off your latest collection. You know, we love to see these images. I always go through them for Marvel, and I enjoy picking out some of my favorites to share in these presentations like this. So as we get more into Marvel, as we know, you guys are fans, right? 2018 was the biggest year ever for us. We have anchored by these 3 huge Marvel Cinematic Universe films. We had Black Panther, an amazing way to start off the year. We got to know more about Wakanda, and we saw all of those characters again in Infinity War. And then everything came together in Avengers Infinity War this summer.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what happens next. I don't know. No one knows. We'll stay tuned for next year.
You know,
And
but
then-
you cannot say, basically. You know, but you
I
cannot
know a little bit, but it's different seeing it for yourself in the first time.
Definitely.
And then we finished the summer with Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a great movie. You know, seeing the Wasp on screen and all of the action, and it took us a little deeper in the quantum realm and the Ant-Man technology there. But that's not all for 2018, Irvin. We had some other movies too.
Really?
So. Still in theaters now, Venom, which was great to see Tom Hardy bringing this character to life for the first time, his iteration of it. And then we're so excited for Marvel's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the first feature-length animated Spider-Man film coming out later this Christmas. We're going to see tons of Spider-Verse characters from, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, and those trailers have been amazing, so go check that out if you haven't already.
And I can't wait to see all the new Spider-Man characters, but my personal favorite, you forgot to mention.
Who's your favorite?
You know, it's Deadpool.
That's right. We can't forget about Wade Wilson. This was a big year for him as well. We had Deadpool 2 earlier this year, and I think some, potential December activations around Deadpool. More to come on that. This is from Ryan Reynolds' Instagram account, so pretty sure he'll be sharing more with us soon. So as we, recapped all those movies, Hasbro has a great line of products for fans and collectors as well, of all ages. And 2018 was really important for us too, because it was helping celebrate Marvel Studios the first 10 years. So beginning in 2008, with the very first Marvel film, Iron Man 1, taking us all the way through Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp in 2018, Hasbro put together a Legends program celebrating 10 unique films throughout this entire timeline. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'll just play a quick little video to show you more about our Legends product line for this. Oh, my video didn't play. Okay, well, we have a fantastic Legends product line for this. Again, each item focuses on a different film, so we've got a lot of first-time characters that we've never before done in Legends, such as the Red Skull from Captain America: The First Avenger. We've got Mandarin from Iron Man 3. We have Sif from Thor: The Dark World, Ronan from the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, even Crossbones from Captain America: Civil War, and Yellow Jacket from Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man film. Part of the first 10-year celebration was one of our global convention exclusives earlier this year. This was available at San Diego, and I think we're giving away some later today, so stay tuned for that. But this is a really special item. It's featuring the Red Skull and his Hydra uniform here, the long trench coat. But what's really cool about this item is it comes with a life-size electronic glowing Tesseract. So this is exactly like you see in the film. We know that the Tesseract holds one of the Infinity Stones. It was the first Infinity Stone we ever saw on the big screen. It had the Space Stone that Hydra was battling for, and Captain America had to put an end to their plans. So this is a really cool item, right, Irvin? You've seen it up close.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I just regret that it doesn't come with the powers as well, just with electronics. So maybe next time we'll bring the powers as well.
Yeah, and then it can transport you back home after Lucca. So you've seen this item. This is a really fun item, our Legends Infinity Gauntlet. These are some fun images of our Marvel Universe actors and talent with the gauntlet, everyone having fun with it. And actually, the big boss man himself, Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios, had an interesting quote about this item.
And I think he could have personally quoted you because you worked on this product. And what did he say exactly? Did he say that it was the best product that we've ever done?
It's the greatest toy that we've made. This is Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Which is pretty cool.
So that's right, Irvin. In case you all didn't hear that, he said, this is the greatest toy that we've made. And who am I to argue with Mr. Feige here? And that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So this item is actually, we have it in the Hasbro area for display. So come on and try it out. Take some pictures with it and take one home with you.
Definitely.
We also, for this fall, have a second premium role-play item. This is our Black Panther electronic helmet. This is based on the movie design. It has retractable eye lenses that open and close, and it has a really awesome vibranium glowing effect. So you can, save Wakanda just like Black Panther himself. Speaking of Black Panther, we do have a second wave of Marvel Legends 6-inch figures coming out before the end of the year. We revealed this a couple of months back, but to remind everyone here, this is an all-movie wave. We were such big fans of Black Panther that we couldn't wait to next year to do another wave here. So we have a second Build-A-Figure wave, 6 movie characters, plus the M'Baku Build-A-Figure. We've got new characters like Ulysses Claw, as well as T'Chaka, Black Panther's father, and then we have an updated version of Killmonger in his military outfit there. So a super fun Black Panther wave. Cool.
Definitely, but I think you guys are here to see our 2019 reveals.
That's right, Irvin.
So let's get ready.
So we're going to recap some recent reveals, and then we have some special new reveals just for Lucca today. Whoa. So earlier this year, we came out with Thanos, Proxima Midnight, and Cull Obsidian from Thanos' Black Order, and fans have been asking us for months, where are the rest of the other 2 members of the Black Order? Are you going to be making them? And so at New York Comic Con, we were very pleased to announce that, yes, we will be completing the Black Order here with Corvus Clave on the left first, as well as Ebony Maw. So you get Thanos and his 4 children here, as you saw them in Avengers Infinity War.
Yep.
Also, we know the next film out of the gate in March will be Captain Marvel. The trailer, debuted a little while ago. We're so excited for this. It's going to be an awesome trip back to the 90s with young Nick Fury and seeing how Captain Marvel kind of factors into this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. In addition to the 4 movie figures we revealed thus far, we also have 3 comic-based figures for this wave. Revealed earlier this week at Paris Comic-Con, we have Genis Vell and his Kree space costume there, as well as the Grey Gargoyle, a classic villain that has battled the Avengers many times. And then the Build-A-Figure for this wave is the Kree Sentry, that large purple robot here.
I really like how you selected Grey Gargoyle, which is a French character for the French convention in Paris.
Yeah, that was a fun reveal. We're able to do that sometimes for Marvel, which has all these great characters from all sorts of different backgrounds. We also unveiled 2 comic 2-packs in New York. On the left there, we have Hydra Supreme and Arnim Zola from the Secret Empire storyline, where this version of Steve Rogers was actually a Hydra secret agent all along. So we'll be bringing up all new Hydra Supreme figure there, as well as an updated version of Arnim Zola, which was a Build-A-Figure from a couple of years back. He's got an updated head sculpt and a new faceplate there. On the right, we have a Spider-Man Comics 2-pack. This is going back to that Kraven's Last Hunt. It's a very famous storyline from back in the day where Kraven battled Spider-Man in his symbiote costume there. So this is a new head sculpt for Kraven. He's really menacing there, and he has his classic, cheetah print pants and big vest. I know, do you have those kind of pants too at home, Irvin?
No, just the cheetah top.
Just the top? Okay. Irvin just has the top.
I think we need to get him pants like that.
We're working on it. We also had some reveals for Canada earlier this year, so these are, not necessarily all together, but we will be doing a Wendigo Build-A-Figure later this year, and in some way, in some form, we'll also be putting out Guardian from Alpha Flight and Mystique on the left there, a very classic X-Men villain. Turning our attention to our Avengers assortment for 2019, this is a look at the comic-based figures for this wave next year. It does not mean that they are all in a wave together, which I want to be clear about again. But we unveiled these, over the past couple of months. We have Hercules, Living Laser, Nighthawk, Beta Ray Bill holding his big hammer there. We unveiled a classic a classic Loki at Comic-Con Paris there to go with that classic Thor that may or may not come out in the future. Who knows? And then a Union Jack and Citizen V figure for London Comic-Con. And then a reminder, we do have movie figures for Avengers 4, but everything about that movie is super top secret, so we are not showing them yet. So stay tuned for more.
Yeah, more to come.
And Irvin mentioned he was a big Deadpool fan, right? So we have 2 really fun X-Men-based vehicle items for 2019. First up is Deadpool, Squirrel Pool, and Dog Pool. 3 figures in one, all on a little red scooter there. I think it kind of looks like a Vespa to me, but I don't know. I'm not a...
He was riding that in the movie as well, right? So
that's right. And what's cool about this item is it comes with a sticker sheet there. You see down below, it's got some fun little X-Men symbols and bumper stickers that you can customize the scooter however you like. But probably my favorite item out of these 2 has to be Professor X in his hover chair. For those of you X-Men fans who grew up with the comics and the television show in the 90s, this is ripped from those animation cells. We have Professor X here in his TV-inspired suit and tie with Cerebro in the hover chair with a floating effect as well. And both of these items, what's cool is they come with an alternate head that you can pair with another figure. So you can take that Hydra Bob figure in the Deadpool pack, put him on a Hydra soldier, you get yourself a Hydra Bob figure. In the Professor X pack, it comes with a Shadow King alternate head. So if you have the Kingpin Build-A-Figure from next year, you can make a Shadow King. We were really happy to unveil the last figure in the X-Men assortment for 2019 a few days ago in London. So this is our X-Men wave for the year. Caliban is the Build-A-Figure in the upper right-hand corner there. The other 7 figures will be single-packed. So we've got Gambit, my personal favorite X-Men of all time. No big deal. Blink there next to him. Skullbuster. Down on the bottom row from left to right, Jubilee, Weapon X, Forge, and of course, Beast.
And I love how we revealed Beast on Sunday in the London Comic Con. Was it Sunday or was it in Paris?
Yep, Sunday.
Sunday in London Comic Con. And when you were going to reveal, you just had the picture there with the characters and Beast was missing. And before you even had the time to say anything, a fan got up and said, "There's going to be Beast!" So it was really, really cool. So thank you, fans, for being there for us and loving the brands and loving the ranges so much.
So as you may have heard, right, Rand, Patrick, and I are from Rhode Island, where Hasbro is headquartered. So this is a picture of our little modest city here. Our landmarks include, Mr. Potato Head. But we were so happy to come to Lucca for the first time. It's, probably easy to see that you have a much more beautiful city than we do. So we were thank you for having us. We're excited to get out of Rhode Island. So I thought, I would love to do 2 Lucca-specific exclusive reveals for the first time here, if that's okay with you all, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make some noise.
So this is going to be for our Spider-Man wave for 2019. You have seen these before. This is where our Kingpin will be our Build-A-Figure. We have Silver Sable, Black Cat, the new symbiote Spider-Man from Go Down Swinging, as well as the Red Goblin, also from that latest storyline arc, as well as Night Thrasher, the classic 90s New Warriors leader. So we're going to unveil the final 2 figures for this wave just for you here today. So the first up, if anyone remembers this issue, it is back from 1984, all the way back there. An Amazing Spider-Man 256 was the first appearance of this villain, and he later turned into a close ally of Spider-Man. So for the first time, here is Puma.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick is a big Puma fan.
I love Puma.
So this is a really fun, figure. It's so totally true to that character's design. He's got his necklace there, his armband. He has his, you can't really see it here, but his lower legs have the tuft of fur and his bare feet. So this is a truly menacing character to put out against your Spider-Man figures. And the second one, let's go back even further. Let's go back to 1971. This was a landmark issue for The Amazing Spider-Man. If any of you guys have read this, story arc, I can just summarize it for you. So basically, Spider-Man is growing a little bit tired. Peter Parker is tired of being Spider-Man. He yearns for, just a normal life where he can just, live with Gwen Stacy happily ever after. So he develops a potion that he thinks can cure him and remove his spider powers, but that doesn't go to plan, Irvin.
What happens?
He takes a nap, and then when he wakes up, he somehow has grown 4 more arms. So this kicks off our 6-arm Spider-Man saga. In the following 2 issues, he fights Morbius, the living vampire, and that's actually the first appearance of Morbius there. And then also the Lizard, another classic villain, comes into the fray, and the both of them kind of battle Morbius. And Morbius's blood is the key to eventually help cure Spider-Man and get him back to his normal 2-armed status. But we wanted to bring this really fun version of Spider-Man. We've never done anything like this before, so this is a 6-armed Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Each of the 6 arms is fully articulated, so you can have, a variety of poses for him. Each of his, he's got 4 bare arms and 2 normal arms, and you can pair those with our Morbius figure and Lizard Build-A-Figure from earlier this year and actually recreate that battle you see on the left there. So there you have it, Lucca, our complete Spider-Man Wave 1 for 2019.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to ask some help from our Italian team because I can never pronounce the plaza where we are at for the booth. But you guys can see it in our booth, in our HASBRO booth. We've brought those exclusively for you guys to see it in the booth. Do you guys want to pronounce the booth again? It's the Plaza Santos. Giusto, San Giusto. There you go. Plaza San Giusto.
Perfetto.
So yes, come check. We have both of these figures on display in our Hasbro booth, so come check those out. And then before I pass it along to my friend here for Star Wars, I just wanted to show you that we have more to come. For those of you, for the hundreds-ish in the room and the thousands live streaming right now, I thought I'd drop a few more hints about, potential items. Maybe we have some figures coming along these lines. Who knows? But to quote a very wise man and close friend, well, I don't know. We'll see you at New York Toy Fair in February.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Make some noise for Ryan.
Alrighty, Marvel's amazing. I love Marvel, but who's excited for some Star Wars?
Yeah!
Ow! Ow! I'm seeing some great Star Wars shirts in the room. I love the Porgs, love The Last Jedi, love the Boba Fett, love the music. Let's do it. Let's get down to business. All right, I got to tap down my enthusiasm here. Alrighty, first up, we have some very exciting news. We have some special giveaways that our Italian team is going to be conducting at the end of this panel. This figure right here is going to be, someone in the crowd is going to get this item. So this is a great convention exclusive from this year. It's our first vintage exclusive that we've done in many years. It features Dr. Aphra, who won. Yeah, Dr. Aphra! Let's hear it for Aphra!
Wow, we can see some excitement right there.
Big Aphra fan in the crowd. He wants to win it. I really hope you win it. She won our fan vote, so fan favorite. She comes with her two comic book droid friends, so a fantastic item. Can't wait to give it away. Next up, Irvin. Where's this one going to be available? Also available as a giveaway. That's right. That was your line. So this is another great convention exclusive. This is Han Solo. So obviously 2018 is all about Han Solo. This is an early release of a Black Series figure that comes with an exclusive Mynock. Those are those creatures from Empire Strikes Back. So that's the only place you can get that Mynock is if you win it today. It's fantastic. Also available for giveaway today is this item. This is the biggest convention exclusive we have ever done. It's got a race centerpiece early release. That Kylo Ren, we've got Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's over there. He is not being given away. Just the toy. Exclusive battle-ravaged Kylo Ren comes with misting feature, comes with exclusive acrylic backdrop, so fantastic item. Also available as a prize.
You guys can see it right here in the room. I just want to say a big thank you to Patrick, as this is the first time we're having a European exclusive on Star Wars. So bringing also to Lucca Comics, we started having that one in Germany, but we also have it in Paris, London, and also now here in Lucca. So you guys are the first ones. Europe is the first one to have their hands on these products. So a big thank you to you guys for making that happen.
Absolutely, yeah. So the item you see, I'm hearing some voices behind me who are approving of this item. I think, yes, it's Han and Leia. Again, they will not be available for sale, but this item will be. As Irvin said, you can buy it. Fans in the US cannot buy this item. So get it and then email your friends in the US and say ha ha ha. But it's a great item. It's an early release Princess Leia in that exact costume. It's a Han Solo with an exclusive brown coat. That's an inside joke.
Brown coat.
Brown coat, yeah.
Solo behind you has a blue coat.
I know, it's true. So that is Han Solo in his Bespin outfit. On the screen is Han Solo in his Hoth costume. Basically, there's a long inside joke among Star Wars geeks like me. When you first saw the movie, depending on the format, the coat looked blue or brown. So we did blue 3 years ago, and now we're doing brown. And it's set in the South Passage. So it's a great item. It's in the booth. Come on and get it. So those are our convention exclusives. But Irvin, I think, should we show the crowd some of our recent reveals?
I think so. And then I think they are wanting to see some Lucca reveals as well.
Absolutely. We have some Lucca reveals that, again, your eyeballs will see these reveals before anyone else in the world. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. But first, we'll recap some of the recent news from around the world. So first is our archive line, which was revealed in San Diego Comic-Con. And Irvin, can you tell us a little bit about the archive line?
I love the archive line. Basically, the archive line, I'll just give you some history on how the archive line was born. It was based on a phone call I had with Patrick saying, you know, our fans are wanting to have those old characters that we've already launched on Black Series, but they cannot get their hands on because we're not running and producing them anymore. And it was like, yeah, but, you know, fans already have that before, so, you know, I don't want to do relaunches all the time because, you know, it's a collection. So you to be a collector, you know, you want to collect and be rare. So we said, well, let's create an archive line. And this is basically how it was created. It was an idea from a great collaboration, and really want to thank our US team. And obviously, this can be now launched across the world, but great to see how you guys, how you fans interact with us, and how we can together build new ranges for our fandom, because as well, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so thank you. Thank you for making it happen.
Absolutely. It was a great phone call. Irvin and I chat all the time. So the archive line is basically a way to buy into the Black Series for the first time on a great blister card back, that timeless blister card that we've seen for 40 years. So at San Diego, we announced our first wave of archive figures. You can see them on the screen. You've got Luke Skywalker, obviously the central figure of the Skywalker saga in his classic X-Wing pilot outfit. That was actually actually the very first Black Series figure that we ever did, so we're bringing it back in the archive collection. We also have 3 bounty hunters. So Star Wars fans in the audience will know that the bounty hunters are very famous within the Star Wars universe. So we've slowly gotten all of the bounty hunters out, and so we're going back to ones that we released several years ago and getting them out as well. So we're putting these figures out, and you can see the Luke Skywalker. He has a very realistic face. Marvel and Star Wars recently launched our photoreal technology to make the faces look even more realistic. So we're going back and adding this to some of our best older figures.
And sorry, Patrick, just real quick.
Yes, no problem, Irvin.
I know we also have like time limits, but could you guys speak a little bit about what is the photoreal innovation?
Yeah.
Because it speaks a lot to us, because we work with a lot of toys. But can you say how and what is photoreal and how we have brought it into our toy line?
Absolutely, Ryan. Marvel launched photoreal. Do you want to take that?
Sure. So, we are continually looking to improve our premium collector figures. So for Marvel and Star Wars, the opportunity came to try a new process for doing the deco on humanoid faces. So Marvel actually launched this in 2017. Actually, a fun trivia fact is the very first photoreal figure produced by Hasbro was Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy.
That is a
2.
fun fact.
And then we, did some more for our Thor Ragnarok and Marvel Knights Legends waves. But as we get into, 2018, now Star Wars and Marvel, for every, actor likeness face, we use this new process where it really gives a lot more depth and dimension to the skin tone, the things like eyebrows, the eyes, and other things like, battle damage and, other facial features. And so for Marvel, we're continuing to do that for every movie figure we continue to put out from here on.
Yeah, it has taken what was one of the biggest pain points for our fans. They didn't love the face deco, and it's turned it into one of the biggest strengths, which is great. So we can see that photoreal deco in our second wave of archive figures that will be out next summer. You can see Anakin Skywalker, again, that beautiful face deco. Anakin is Luke's father, again, central figure, Darth Vader in the Star Wars saga, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movies. So have to get him back in the archive. I like to say if Anakin is Luke's real father, then Yoda is kind of Luke's Force father. So you see Yoda as well there in the line. And again, he's a perfect example. Our design director says that it was a good figure, a really good sculpt, but the facial deco wasn't good, so he saw this as an opportunity to perfect that figure. And then you see that Biker Scout. He was released in 2014 with a speeder bike, but we wanted to bring him into the regular assortment, so he will be released as well. So we're really excited about our archive line. If you've been sitting out there saying, hey, Black Series is cool, but I want those main figures, then this is the opportunity for you. So like Ryan, we recently announced some figures at some of our other European cons. So Padme Amidala was released just 5 days ago in Paris. Obviously, she's kind of the mother of all Star Wars. This is a great figure kicking off our prequel characters, and we will be announcing a prequel character later today here at Lucca. I know, very exciting. A question actually came on fan sites after we revealed this, because Natalie Portman has 2 moles, apparently, very beautiful moles, if you're listening, Natalie. But we actually did sculpt both of those moles into the figure, so every little detail is accounted for. Great new figure in the Black Series line, along with the Battle Droid, which was announced at London Comic-Con. Roger, Roger.
Roger.
That's what they say. So this droid is great. It folds up just like in the movie. The neck telescopes out of the body, just like in the movie. The antennas telescope into the backpack, and it actually includes an alternate shoulder plate with antennas to replace the backpack for troop building, for alternate versions. So great additions to our Black Series line, our 6-inch scale. I'm seeing excitement in the eyes. That's great.
I hear them coming now.
I know, the battle droids are coming. Take cover. That was really good. Alrighty, so Star Wars, we have 2 different scales that we love. We have our 6-inch scale, but we also have our 3 3/4-inch classic vintage scale. So we have some recent reveals to recap there as well. This item that you're seeing on the screen here is our vintage tank. This is currently in market. This is a great addition to our vintage vehicle line, and we have more vehicles coming, which is exciting. But in the meantime, we have our vintage tank driver currently in market, but something was missing, so we announced at New York Comic-Con our vintage Imperial Assault Tank Commander. Yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he? Absolutely. So he will be able to command that tank through the streets. Also announced at New York Comic-Con, again, Luke Skywalker Central. Oh, this great looking Luke Skywalker crate figure. So obviously Luke Skywalker came back in the sequel trilogy. He looks amazing right over there in his Episode 7 garb. Super cool. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, but go out and see it. This is his climactic experience on crate.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I think everyone in this room has already seen the movie.
Well, absolutely. Go out and watch it again. It's great. It's even better the second time. So again, internationally, vintage Chewbacca. Love Chewbacca. We revealed this guy at Paris Comic-Con. First time ever on a vintage New Hope card back. This is what we're doing. We're adding these package refreshes, but they're 100% incremental to the line, as was the case with this guy right here, R2-D2. Beep, beep, beep. That impression is much less good.
Not as good as your Chewbacca role.
Exactly, or my Darth Vader. So R2-D2 uses a modified Build-A-Droid astromech body featuring 6 points of articulation, and as you can see, the lower leg is removable to provide alternate poses. Also on a New Hope card back.
Sorry, I have a question. He has 6 points of articulation?
Yes, I know, in that droid body. He's a very versatile droid.
Wow.
I know, exactly. So great addition to the vintage line. So that's it for my recent reveals, but we're also coming out with new digital content this fall that we wanted to share with you. This is not available online yet, so you're getting a sneak peek. We are doing a lot of things that only Hasbro can provide. So this first asset that we're going to look at shows kind of some dioramas. This is a big push among figure collecting, so we can see how some of these dioramas can come to life. Take a look. Oh, can we get the volume up?
And
It's a really cool song.
Can we also close the door, please? Thank you.
So very beautiful dioramas. Hopefully that inspires you all to go home and do some dioramas yourself. Our next piece of digital content is called a screen-to-shelf asset. This is a behind-the-scenes look at the development process, peeking behind the curtain to see what our designers do to make a toy. In this case, the do-back. Check it out. We apparently like this song. Very cool. Our next two assets draw inspiration from recent television shows telling the history of a certain toy line. So these are called toy timelines, the first one telling us the history of Darth Vader helmets that Hasbro has done. Or sorry, no, the first one, I apologize, is speeder and swoop bikes. Then we'll get to Darth Vader helmets.
The swoop bike from Solo is the latest and greatest in this toy timeline, but we've actually done multiple versions of both speeders and swoop bikes. The first ever Kenner speeder bike came out in 1983 after the theatrical release of Return of the Jedi. The 90s saw the first swoop bike, inspired by Shadows of the Empire. This bark speeder was repainted several times after Revenge of the Sith, and then we updated the classic Imperial speeder bike for the Black Series. Both its unique design, incredible size, and movie-accurate details, the Enfys Nest swoop bike sets a new standard.
And the Darth Vader helmets.
The Black Series Darth Vader helmet is the latest addition in this toy timeline, but we didn't actually make a Vader helmet until the early 2000s. Designed using photos from the 1980 set, this version had an electronic chest box extension that played real movie phrases. The second version had that shinier Episode 3 gloss and housed all the electronics in the dome. The 2018 Black Series helmet detaches into 4 pieces, has movie-accurate sound effects, and is the first ever with a fully decorated interior. This truly delivers the complete Darth Vader experience.
Patrick, I'm really sorry to do this to you, but before we go on, I need to hear your Darth Vader impersonation.
Maybe at the end. I don't want to take up too much of Rand's time, but if we have time for Q&A, if someone wants to hear it, let me know. So, we've seen recent reveals, very cool. We've seen digital content, very cool. But who wants to, and I'll only do it if there's a loud enough cheer, who wants to see some brand new exclusive reveals? Yeah! All righty. Like I said, we have 2 scales that we love. So our first reveal is for the vintage collection. Super articulated, 3 3/4 inch. Who is it going to be? It's a sequel trilogy character. He's in The Last Jedi. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Poe Dameron. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the first time ever on a vintage cardback for this figure. It's based on his Episode 7 Flyboy costume. Again, that photoreal face deco, first time for this figure. And we have this figure in the booth. You can be the very first people in the world. I'm so excited to see this figure. All right, I want to give Rand enough time, so let's move on to our another picture first. But then, our final reveal of the day. It's the Black Series, 6-inch scale. Like I told you, it's going to be a prequel character. He's the obvious choice. We haven't done him yet. He's my favorite, Mace Windu. Yeah! Yeah! Love him. He's got a soft goods cape. He has a super accurate amethyst lightsaber. And I will warn you, that lightsaber is so cool. Apparently someone stole him because it's not in the booth. We lost it. So just beware. Great, amazing photoreal likeness. He's in the booth with cloak and without cloak. Come check him out. I promise you won't be disappointed. And you also won't be disappointed by Ms. Rand's son in Transformers.
Thank you, Patrick. Make some noise for Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much. All right, so that was an amazing show from Marvel and Star Wars, but who here is excited for the new Bumblebee movie?
Yeah!
All right, has anyone seen the new trailer? Bumblebee trailer? Yeah? Yeah, okay, so some of you have, but don't worry, I brought the trailer to you. So let's take a look at the latest Transformers Bumblebee movie. Oh, no. No, Ryan, don't touch it. It's 5 seconds of that.
5 seconds, going back and forth.
Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. No, don't.
I need to go back and forth.
You need to go back and
I know. No, Irvin, don't touch it, guys. There's 5 seconds of that.
It's been longer than 5 seconds. Just skip it.
Okay, can I?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
There you go.
Not to touch. Okay.
Apologies.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Ryan, I need to switch.
I'm Charlie Watson. I'm 18. Today, actually. Is the Beetle for sale?
It's yours, kid. Happy birthday.
What are you?
So you have no idea where he came from?
No idea.
Well,
Here's the deal. People can be terrible about things they don't understand. From now on, the only person you can show yourself around is me. Oh, I'm good. No, I'm good, thanks.
there's a war raging on our planet. If this criminal isn't found, that war may find its way here.
Is there anyone that can help you? Do you have a family? Oh, who would me?
They're calling an army.
I've seen firsthand, these things really are.
Bumblebee.
There is only one way to end this war. You must protect Earth and its people.
Take it down!
My baby!
This is how we stop them. You've got me. And I'm not going anywhere. God, I'm so screwed.
Yeah, that's enough, Bumblebee!
Yeah.
So I am so excited to be able to bring this new movie to here in Lucca in Italy because this movie is going to be amazing. It has a lot of humor, it has a lot of heart. It's about a girl and her first car and the adventures that she has with this new car. And we kicked off this Bumblebee in a new marketing called Join the Buzz. And it's really exciting. It's a global initiative that we are inviting everybody from kids, from a family to fans to, celebrate anything that has to do with your favorite Autobot Bumblebee. And Italy is a little different.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how can our Lucca friends join the buzz?
Of course. Well, you have to come to our booth because guess what? We made a real life-size Bumblebee in our booth. And if you come over here, you can take pictures with him. There's also a car version as well because in the 80s, Bumblebee was actually a Volkswagen car. So we have recreated that Volkswagen car in front of our booth. Take a picture, share your picture, selfie with Bumblebee, and come hang out with us at our booth. Are you excited for the film?
Yeah. Hashtag join the buzz.
Woo! Thank you. So, of course, with the new movie, we have to have some cool toys that represent Bumblebee. In the movie, Bumblebee is going to have another adventures, but he's very fast. He's a car. So we represent his speed and his characteristic with the line called Energon Igniters. We also have a Bumblebee called the Power Charge Bumblebee. You can convert this full inch figure from robot into a licensed Volkswagen vehicle, and you can power him up in both modes. So we're really excited to see these kind of toys that we represent the Bumblebee. Why are you looking at me funny?
Because you're doing a great job, and I love how you present our toys.
Okay.
But I think we have a star as well that can do that and present the toys.
I'm a star. I'm a real star. Are you calling me I'm not a real star?
Okay, I'm not saying you're not a star. I'm just saying there's someone more famous.
Okay, that's okay, because we do have someone more famous who's actually in that movie, who is coming right now, and he's John Cena, and he's gonna talk about our toys.
I'm John Cena. I play Agent Burns in the Bumblebee movie. I got to witness firsthand the speedy and fast side of Bumblebee on the set. You can join the buzz and experience the same with these Energon Igniters that convert, power up, and roll out. John Cena here. I play Agent Burns in the Bumblebee movie. I got to witness this battle-ready side of Bumblebee on the set. You can join the buzz with this power-charged Bumblebee. Power him up and get ready to battle.
Okay, so I had a little whoo over there. So you're a John Cena fan, right? Yes, it's okay. I like him too. So
you have a poster, right?
Definitely, a poster of him. So of course, Bumblebee movie is exciting, but the great thing about Transformers that it's a brand for everybody. And of course, the fan segment, generation, is what we came here for. Just like Patrick, just like Ryan, we have some exclusive reveals only from Transformers that I brought to Lucca. So you're the first one to see it out of all the people in the world. So I'm going to reveal this reveal in here right now at Lucca. And the reveal is going to be about the first chapter of what we have, the War for Cybertron Trilogy. So we announced this trilogy at San Diego Comic-Con this year, and it's going to be a 3-year trilogy that goes back in time and talk about the last day on Cybertron. So the first chapter is called Siege. Siege is a battle between the Autobot versus Decepticon, the good versus evil. It is the last day on Cybertron. It is a reckoning day. So let's take a look at the tone and feel of this first chapter, Siege. All right, so like I said, this is a war story. So you'll see a lot of darkness. You'll see pink and purple color of fire that's lit in the city of Cybertron. You'll see lots and lots of weapons. Figures that convert into weapons, figures that break up into weapons. And those are going to be the reveals we have today. And here's a look at the Autobots with the Optimus in the middle and all his Autobot army, like your favorite Autobots, Sideswipe, Hound, and Brawl, and Ironhide. And next, we have some Decepticons. So we got some Megatron sitting in his throne in the middle, and this is his Decepticon army. We have his favorite characters like Soundwave, and Starscream, and Thundercracker. So it's really about the story of the good versus evil. It is the civil war that's going to break the planet of Cybertron apart. So I want to ask you, Lucca, are you an Autobot? Raise your hand if you're an Autobot. Okay, not a lot of good guys. Raise your hand if you're a Decepticon. Oh, okay, you believe in the evils. Okay, and you too, Irvin? Yeah. All right.
Definitely.
It's Megatron for the win then. Peace through tyranny. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into the first reveal. And it's going to be Autobot, but the first reveal is a figure named Brawl.
Yeah,
Woo!
Brawl!
So he is an Autobot, and he converts from a robot into a Cybertronian vehicle. And because he is a policeman, he looks very like a futuristic police car with the Cybertronian word that says police. We took a lot of G1 format on the Cybertron Siege, War for Cybertron Siege line, because we wanted to go back in time and bring some 80s cues to it. So his robot mode and his vehicle mode has a lot of 1984 animation cues on his figures. And next we have a Battle Master figure. Master figures are figures that convert into weapons. Like I said before, this is a story of war. There's going to be lots and lots of weapons. And the reveal is going to be Pterodactyl. Woo!
Yeah.
Right. Can you say that 3 times really fast?
Pterodactyl, Pterodactyl, Pterodactyl.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. So this is a pterodactyl, and the inspiration for his weapon is an axe. The axe is an inspiration from the axe that Optimus also have. So he converts from a robot into an axe, and he becomes a weapon, which you can use that weapon to give it to other figures, and they can look like they're militarized. They also come with something called a fire blast effect. So fire blasts are something that you can put on top of the weapon, or you can put on top of another figure, so they look like they're being hit or they're firing something. So it's very interesting, the ecosystem of what we have for next year's War for Cybertron Siege. And I'm going to say the last reveal that we have is another figure from Deluxe class, and it's going to be Six Gun.
Yes,
yeah.
Woo! Love it.
He is a very, very popular amongst our Transformers fans, and he's a weaponizer. So what that means is he's gonna break apart into 6 different guns. 6 gun, duh. So what he does is that his parts become guns, and they become part of weapons that you can weaponize with other figures. So in this image, you see that Ironhide, it has a lot of 6-part parts, so he looks like he's ready for war. He looks like he's ready to battle the Decepticons. So that's how we want to talk about ecosystem, and these are figures that we brought from America to Lucca, and you are the first one to see this. So please, please stop by our booth and take pictures and say, haha, we have the first reveals for Transformers from Lucca.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's so exciting to be in a brand in Transformers because we have a brand for everybody. Bumblebee is a movie for family, everybody, and Generation is specifically for fans. And now we have a new animation called Cyberverse that launched in Italy this month, and it's a new animation targeted towards kids. So let's just take a look at the new trailer and see what the Cyberverse is about.
Bumblebee, I'm going to access your memory.
This is my mind?
Let's find some answers.
Fellow Cybertronians, we stand together till all are one!
This is not the way, old friend.
Then it will be war!
You would have made a good Decepticon.
I made my choice a long time ago.
Autobots, our long-term survival has become critical.
Our immediate survival isn't exactly set in stone either.
The Autobots are somewhere here on Earth.
Then you and I have to find them.
Where are the Autobots? Is Optimus Prime with you?
Yeah, want me to call him for you?
Oh, I need one of those.
Woo! Cyberverse, exciting! And lastly, I want to mention the new segment that we just announced at London Comic Con is Transformers Bots.
Aw, cute.
So cute!
Yeah, so cute.
They're so cute. The story of this is very simple. Everyday object becomes robots. They're hit by energon and they have new energy. So your toilet papers or your mic or your t-shirt or your glasses, they become robots. They become alive. So for next year, we have 190 bots to collect.
Can I talk about my favorite?
Oh my God, yes, please talk about your favorite.
So my favorite is actually Bonsai. So Bonsai is a little bonsai that transforms into a samurai, and he has one eye that is pretty much cut. So he only has one eye, so Bonsai. So I just think he's brilliant.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
My favorite is Angry Cheese. He's the one in the corner, and he is lactose intolerant. So he's very angry, the fact that he's a cheese. He's always, always angry. The irony of all these characters is very, very funny, and we hope that it's going to be a great collection for fans and kids of all ages. So I'm going to wrap it up with a Join the Buzz at the end. Thank you so much for listening to me about Transformers.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited. This is my first time, all our first time in Lucca. And I hope to see you guys soon. And I hope to see you at our booth.
See.
Thank you very much, Lucca.
Yeah.
And I would like to say a very, very big thank you to Anna and to the team here from Italy for hosting us. It's great to be here. Hopefully, we're going to be able to come here next year as well. You guys are great. It's the first day in Lucca Comic, and I'm sure you're going to have loads of fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. It was really exciting news. Great to hear from you and have your participation here. Vorrei solo ringraziare anche, diciamo, tutti i nostri partecipanti, la 501esima, Cyber Guide, Rebel Legend, per cui grazie per essere stati qua con noi. E ora arriva il momento delle domande, se ne avete. Possiamo anche fare la traduzione. Per cui avete qualche dubbio, qualche commenti, domande che volete fare ai nostri ospiti internazionali, ora è il momento.
Grazie.
Bye, thank you.
Guys.
Domande? Tutto chiaro? Ecco.
To Patrick, hi. I want to know if HASBRO is considering bringing back the comic pack line also for Star Wars toys, because it was very successful back in, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe something like that. And so Afra made a lot of success, and so we do love comic book characters coming in life in toys. So are you bringing back also with Marvel and with new comic packs?
You're saying where we pack the comic into the item?
Yeah, with the comic, with the action figures from the comics and the comic pack, maybe.
We always say that we can't kind of comment on something unless we've revealed it, and that's so we have such wonderful reveals like we did today. But it's definitely something that we have discussed. We discussed it for the Afra item, but we ultimately wanted, the fan vote for that item was last year, April, and we wanted to get it out for this year, and there just wasn't enough time. But it's definitely a great idea and something that we will certainly consider for the future. Thank you. If we did one, would you get it? All right, there's one. We're on our way.
Good. Altre domande? Se le volete fare in italiano è perfetto anche. Tutto chiaro? Allora ci aspetta il momento anche molto aspettato. Oggi ci saranno qua dei vincitori. E allora vi lancio una sfida. Scoprite se c'è qualcosa sotto le vostre sedie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, che sarà? Avete trovato qualcosa?
Very smart.
Dove sono?
Oh.
Oh.
Ah!
Woohoo! Vieni con me. Altri vincitori?
Yes, we got 3.
Vieni. Benissimo, vi chiedo di venire qua, abbiamo delle sorprese per voi.
Well done, guys.
Oh.
Okay.
See. See, absolutely. So this is the Han Solo item that I mentioned. It has this beautiful Bespin Han Solo, and then over here it has that disgusting but wonderful Mynock. So we have a Han Solo Episode 5 Exegorth exclusive. Yes.
And then for Marvel Legends, we have the Red Skull and Electronic Tesseract pack. So I'm not going to open it, but it has a beautiful display, which has the figure and the premium roleplay Tesseract inside.
Anna, actually, so we have some of our friends from Disney in the crowd, and they also won these, so they won't get those. So we're going to give them back to someone from the crowd.
Oh!
So, actually, how do you guys want to do this? Do you want to ask a question, and the first one who answers gets it?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a quiz. So I think, do we have our Afra item in there? The special, or are these the only items? Fede? Are these the only items?
Okay.
None of the Afra? Okay. So who knows? So that scene right there, who knows what planet that takes place on? Yes, right there. Starkiller Base, we have a winner right there. Yeah. Come on down.
All right. Who wants to go next? We have one last one, so one last question.
Is it Marvel?
Sure.
What item is it?
Yeah, so go ask a question to the crowd, and then we're going to give this to one last lucky guy.
Okay,
or girl.
so I said that the Tesseract is the Space Stone. Who can name the other 5 Infinity Stones?
Ryan's setting the bar high.
Wow. 5 of them.
Okay, someone wants to try?
Time.
That's one of them. Give me 2 more. That's one more.
Oh, the Force. I like that answer.
Oh, we need to head it back into Marvel. Power. That's right.
There you go.
Perfetto.
Great.
All right, is that it?
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Grazie a tutti, vi aspettiamo allo stand.
Grazie mille.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in the booth.
Bye.